Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Got a lot to discuss tonight. NFL free agency starts Monday. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, very much part of the 32 teams, and all these things will start happening on Monday the 9th. March 9th will be the first days of negotiation of NFL free agents. The new NFL year starts on the 11th day of March at 12 noon Eastern Time. And at that time, these free agents that you have talked to the 9th and the 10th, which is Monday and Tuesday next week, can sign with other teams. And you use your monies, of course, salary cap money, and go out and get free agents. Very important time in the NFL because you're going to build your team with free agents, and then in the draft in April with the college youngsters, you're going to bring them into the fold. So what you get out of the NFL free agency, very important. These are proven players that are other teams that played in the NFL. So it's very important with the Bucs being so pitiful on defense last year, just plain hard. We all know it. Needing a pass rusher. Now, the three greatest pass rushers in the NFL, in my opinion, are in this order: Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns; Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals; and Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to try to get one of them too. There's only two targets we can get: Hendrickson of the Bengals and Max Crosby of the Raiders. But Crosby is under contract, so we would have to trade our first round picks and players and money to bring him here on a $28 million contract a year. Trey Hendrickson, the number 2 pass rusher, has been released to go into free agency. Something very important happened yesterday when he told his agent to tell the world, "I want to come and play in Florida. I was raised in Orlando. I want to go back to Florida." Where would you like to play? Tampa Bay. So if you're the Bucs and the man has said he wants to come here to your team, out of all the teams that's going to be chasing him, I'd be going to get him. Now he's going to come at about a $25 million, $30 million a year cost, but as much as we paid Tom Brady. But we're going to have to gotta lay that out over a 4-year deal, pay a little bit of it in cash, maybe extend it into another 5th year, and it'll kind of decrease. Sounds like a big number, but you got to think it's 4 years, okay? But you could pay him $20 million this year, $30 million the second year, $20 million is his third year, and then you could maybe give him cash and just pay him $20 million on his 4th year. That $20 million to go against your cap. We've only got $54 million worth of cap. So if we do this, we take $20 million off the cap. That gives us $34 million to go get other players, and we need more players. But you've got the second best pass rusher in football with 17.5 sacks, okay, back-to-back seasons. So this is a guy I think that the Bucs will be going after on Monday because he ain't going to last long. He's not going to last more than about 2 hours. And I think personally, this is the Wednesday before the free agency opens up. You don't supposed to legally be speaking to him or his agent. I believe people that know him, i.e. people, are talking already, because when you see free agent opened at 4 o'clock or on Monday, the night on that Monday, you're going to look up and see all these free agents already signing with these other teams. Because how the hell did they sign them within an hour? Well, guess what? They started already, okay? And they're starting already, I believe, with Trey Hendrickson. I believe he will be a Buccaneer on Monday. We'll keep you posted here on the show because this could be the biggest news in the last since Tom Brady was signed. This guy right here with his sack that he has per year, no defender does not know who he is. I mean, he is in the GOAT running of defensive ends. Raised in Florida, went to Florida International University, played for the New Orleans Saints, went to the Cincinnati Bengals, but he wants to come back home to Florida, which is very unique. There's somebody in Florida of that statute that wants to come, and then they name you as the team they want to go to. And you just happen to be looking for an edge rusher. So I think that's the big news in Tampa, the free agency period coming up on Monday. Of course, we have Mike Evans that might be out on free agency. He says he wants to explore it, which means he wants to go look. I personally believe that Mike Evans wants to win a Super Bowl. He's got 2 more years to go. He says he's got 2 years left. Is he on a team that can win the Super Bowl? Now, he was very upset when we lost that game to Atlanta. He went down that tunnel hollering 23rd and 28, 4th and 14, and slapped that helmet on that as he went into that tunnel. It broke his heart we lost that game. Okay? He knew our defense is not up to par. You ain't going to win no Super Bowl with the team we got over on defense. I'm saying it to you, and you all know it. I'm going to keep it real with you. That Tampa Bay defense is horrid. And what they've got out there, I don't want to say this in a bad way against anybody's personal character, but they are trash. Okay? There's 11 players on that defense, and I can tell you right now, we would change 7 of them, 7 starters right now. We need players. We need them bad. And I think Mike Evans wants to see if the Bucs are real. Are they going to go out and get a good player? Okay? Are they going to go get a Trey Hendrickson? Are they going to go get a Max Crosby? Are they going to go get a couple linebackers that we didn't have? Because I can't play as hard as I played against the Atlanta Falcons to be up 2 touchdowns with just 1 quarter to go and let the defense go out there and let this happen. I can't do it. I've only got 2 years. And if the San Francisco 49ers that has a general manager named John Lynch, who actually was a Hall of Famer, as we all know, Super Bowl winner, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He just happens to be the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers. They got a grass field and they need a receiver. You know the 49ers are almost at the Super Bowl every year. So if you had a coach who'd call and say, Mike, we'll give you 20 a year, 40 guaranteed, come on out to San Francisco. I know you love Tampa. Okay, you love them. You'll always be their legend. You'll be a Hall of Famer out of Tampa. But you got a guy named Brady come from New England, okay? And we want you to come to San Francisco, put us over the top, man. We need a number 1 receiver. I won't wear you out like you're some young rookie, but I'll send you on the right routes to score some touchdowns. And you know us 49ers, we can get it. We can get there. You give us a little bit of juice. And you got the juice. Will he go? I don't know. But listen, if he would have wanted to stay, he'd have done told Jason Light right now he was going to stay. He's told Jason Light, I want to explore my options. You know that Jason Light's done told him face-to-face what he was going to give him. You know he's done made a good offer to him. But, you know, he knows in his mind, you know, are they really going to go out and get these players? If they don't build that defense up, we're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. We just ain't going to do it. And we might end up make playoffs. We didn't make playoffs last year. We were the best team in football halfway through the year, and we lost 7 out of our last 9 games, completely collapsed, and did not go to the playoffs. Unbelievable. But it happened. Okay, we all seen it. So I'm going to keep you posted on the biggest of big. And this is going to be the actual creation of the 2026 Tampa Bay Buccaneers football team starting Monday. And when I say starting Monday, when that clock hits with at 12 and that's the second, there's going to be buying back. How in the hell did they have 15 contracts done in less than 30 seconds? Because they've already got them done, ladies and gentlemen. They're working on them right now. It just wasn't accidental that he happened to mention this to go in the press today. Not that they might have been done working on it. Okay? Somebody's going to come into Tampa. He's done said he's going to be aggressive. He knew he had to be aggressive. If they don't win this year, him and Todd Bowles might not be long for their jobs. They might get the third prize. But we're going to keep you posted because this is the creation of the 2026 team. And we know what we need, at least 4 proven, starting, free agent NFL players. 4 of the 11 starters we need in free agency before the draft. We can get quality players, but not proven in the NFL yet players. We need 4 proven in the NFL players. And if we can snag the second best pass rusher in all of football, okay, well, that's a pretty good start to the day. A real good start. I hope we can keep Mike Evans. Maybe we can. Maybe Mike will go out there and say, well, we got Trey Hendrickson now, and we got to go to a couple linebackers, and hey, we might even get a good defense. We got a good offense, okay? You know, we'll just have to see. It'll all come down to the money. If Mike will take 15 or 17 million instead of 20 or 25 million, you know, because I don't know what the deal with Hendricks would have to be. I'm not in those negotiations, but there's going to be a number to it. There's no doubt about that. Okay, he's not going to go on the cheap being the second best there is in the game. He ain't. I mean, Micah Parsons went for 2 first-rounders and a quality starter last year, and he ain't as good as Trey Hendrickson. He ain't got the numbers. Because, let me say this, he ain't never had over 11 sacks. And Trey Hendrickson's getting 17 and a half on average. Just saying, okay? And that's what counts in the NFL, you know, what you do. What you say might not be as much as what you can do, but if you can do this, they'll notice you, okay? Not that Micah Parsons is not a great player. I got him maybe 4th or 5th pass rusher. He ain't second, And we got a chance to get second, so I'll keep you posted on this in the next show. We will have a show on all the free agency, and it will be absolutely going on Monday. Tune into the TV. This weekend, keep your ear to the radio. You'll hear trades being made. They can trade players before free agency, and they're doing it. They did it today. They'll do it tomorrow. So you just keep your ears up, especially on Monday. There'll be a lot of rumble over in Tampa Bay because a lot of things don't go down. What they are, I don't know yet. We'll keep you posted here at Sports Talk with Cowboy. You can trust and believe that. Now we're going on to the Tampa Bay Rays. Shane McClanahan went out for 2 innings yesterday. Pitched, first time in 2 years. Pitched in a regular game for the Rays. Had 1 strikeout, 2 hits. Had left the game okay. I think they're going to probably use him a couple more times, give him an inning or 2. They don't want to stretch him out or hurt him bad. They say he's in the rotation starting in April when the season kicks off at Tropicana Field. The end of March, the season actually kicks off with Major League Baseball, but us, the Rays, will be on the road the first week of that season to give them longer to get Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg ready to return in April. So it'll be April 6th when the Tampa Bay Rays return to Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. First week of Major League Baseball, they're going to be on the road. Okay? But Sugar Shane did pretty good the other day. Got 2 innings in. Trying to get that rotation set up for start of baseball season, which is the 26th of March, about 3 weeks from now. And in the meantime, there's the World Baseball Classic, and then there's spring training being played every day, split squads. A lot of times, there'll be two Ray teams. They'll split up the team so that more players can get more time out there on the field, playing against quality other teams of their merit, so they can get kind of acclimated to the regular season rambles. So that's what's going on with your Rays. There's a lot going on out there at the Rays, trying to build a lineup, and we'll keep you posted as we get closer. The Tampa Bay Lightning, after the Olympics, they had a remarkable record before the Olympics, but after the Olympics, they've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. They've had a lot of trouble, but they're in a away swing, away from benchmark over in Tampa. But they shall return. They're still not out. They're not in any trouble with the playoffs right now, but they need to get out of this funk that they're in and get back to what they were doing before the break they took for the Olympic Games. And we'll keep you posted on what's going on with them. There's still a lot to go before the playoffs, but as it sits now, the Lightning will be qualified for the playoffs. And there's no major injuries. There's a few players that we could be bringing back into the fold after they come off a little rest for some minor this, that, and the others, but we're going to be back to full strength in another week and maybe back on the back playing like we were before this break. But we'll keep you posted with the Tampa Bay Lightning on our next shows coming up. We want to tell you that Strider Reddick won the 3rd straight race for Michael Jordan 2311, which is an all-time win, the first 3 races of the season. He won at the Circuit of America in Texas this last Sunday. He'll be running in Phoenix for the all-time record of 4 straight wins to open the season in Phoenix this Sunday. And as far as anything else, we'll keep you posted as time goes on. We're going to go ahead and take your questions tonight, and the first one is from Beverly, and Beverly wanted to know what I thought about Max Crosby over Trey Hendrickson. I like Max Crosby a lot. He gets about 10.5 sacks a year. So when you got Trey with 17.5, Max with a little bit better than 10. Okay, so that'd be about 7 sacks more, in my opinion, to Trey Hendrickson. So I'd have to go with Trey Hendrickson. And another thing, Trey Hendrickson would cost us money, where if we do Max Crosby from the Raiders to Tampa, we'll have to give them our first 2 rounds this year and next year in the draft. That's the first pick in the draft from us this year and next year. And they will want a player from our team to their team. And then we'll be stuck paying him $28 million a year on 2 years. So we'll wind up paying about $56 million to him for 2 years. And then he'll be able to go renegotiate somewhere else, and we'll just be stuck with all that stuff we had to give away. Or we could go with Trey Hendrickson, and he don't cost us no draft picks. All we got is pay him, and he wants to come. So I'm going Trey Hendrickson on that. I think he's a better pass rusher. He's bigger, stronger, and he wants to play for us. That makes a big difference to me. So I'm going Trey. Too many encumbrments with Max. He's a great player, but too many encumbrments. Thank you, and God bless you for your question. The next question is from Annie, and Annie wanted to know what I thought about the linebackers. Did we need linebackers? Did we need defensive linemen on the line? And Annie, I think we do. Franklin Smith from the Denver Broncos is about $7.5 million a year. He's a great defensive lineman. He can take the place of Cansey any day of the week. He's twice as good as Cansey, okay? Franklin Smith from the Denver Broncos, who almost went to the Super Bowl. He's not an edge rusher. He's an interior lineman. So I think Franklin Smith would be a real good player for us there. And I think that, we got Jacoby Dean from the Philadelphia Eagles. He'd be a good linebacker to be one of our linebackers. But this is going to cost us quite a lot of money. But those two players with Trey Hendrickson would make the Buccaneer defense the difference between night and day. These are the kind of deals that's going to be made really quick because they're good players. They're not going to hang around 2 or 3 days. By the time you get to the 2 and 3 day players, they might not even start. Okay, they might play for a position. But the first 24 to 36 hours, there'll be players that will play, that will be what you want. Okay, and you're going to have to go get them. If you don't, they will be gone. Okay, they will be gone. So that's what yet to be seen, but I think you're right. We do need linebackers. I think he will address a linebacker, and he will address interior defensive linemen. Because we're not going to sound Logan Hall again. He's worth $10 million. He's gone. That $10 million you can use on it with a little bit more. Get a little bit of an upgrade. Franklin Smith will be that guy. Dean will be that guy back there in the take over for Dennis. And then we will go in the draft and get us another couple linebackers. So you've got 3 pro player, good players there in those positions. God bless you and thank you for your question. And the last question tonight is from Bobby. And Bobby wanted to know what I thought about Baker Mayfield's backup this year. Bobby, we've got a guy from Missouri that was a backup to the practice squad last year. They had Teddy Bridgewater, who came in and took over as the backup quarterback for the Ram game. He played a half that time, and other than that, he didn't play during the season. I don't think we're going to sign Teddy Bridgewater back. I think we'll probably go out and try to get an experienced veteran because, Baker, he was hurt. He didn't want to get out of the game. I don't think he wants to get out any time, but you've got to have somebody that can maybe play a game or 2, maybe 3 games, and maybe be competitive. So you can't just go get a rookie from college and say, well, I'll train him in a couple of years. You got to go get somebody, a veteran that can play. So I think the Bucs will be in the market for a backup quarterback in free agency that can come in there, and it might be somebody surprise us. It can not try to take over Baker's job, but to be good enough that if Baker does get hurt, it can go in there and play a couple games. So, Bobby, you're right. I think there's going to be a lot of movement in that part, too. That might come a few days after the start of the draft. The free agency, Bobby. Because they're going to go after some more marquee-type players, I think, right at the first. Matter of fact, I know they will. But in the second or third day, they'll probably be looking for second-string quarterbacks or backup quarterbacks is what we would call them. So, God bless you and thank you for your question, Bobby. And God bless each and every one for continued support, continue to share, and continue to give us questions and send questions in here to us. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. I want to give a shout out to the USA, go USA in the war, and beat these Iranians that caused evil all over the world and have for 50 years. It's time to put them off this planet, and God bless you for it, exterminate them. Until next show, God bless you, cowboy out.